and your life.
Yeah.
I don't care what they hear. Hear that, audience? I don't care. Can't even open up this bottle.
The DM is having a bad day.
Yeah.
Where's my wrench?
Use a wrench to open a bottle of wine?
Yes. I'm so stressed my hands are too sweaty. I can't get a grip on it.
Yeah, easy. You don't want to break it either.
Well, no, it's not like a wrench. It's just a. That's how bad of a day I'm having. I can't even tell you what this tool is.
No worries. Take your
And I
time.
was an engineer. Ooh, I am having a day.
Look, everyone, update your character sheets. You won't notice.
I won't. I don't care either.
We're all level 5 now.
Okay. Welcome one and all in one, and everything in between. Welcome to another awesome, wonderful, exciting, extraordinary episode of Low Initiatives Lost Ones.
I can't tell if it's sarcasm or just lack of energy.
I can't tell either.
Yes. It's a
Okay.
masterful mix of both. Um, so, just an update before we get into stuff. Correct me if I'm wrong. The next session will be
Murder on the Eberron Express. With
Yay.
usually DMing.
yeah,
And probably last time.
yeah. I know what I get to do for the rest of the week. Map.
That's your
So,
dedicated swordsman, Damon.
so we will be continuing with Sunday, Murder on the Eberron Express, followed by Tuesday, Lost Ones, followed by that following Sunday, Lost Ones, and then that Sunday going forward will be normal schedule. Okay, so that means Sunday Lost Ones, Tuesday Doggos.
Yay!
Okay?
Yay. Woof woof.
Okay. So, why don't you guys just as a group say what happened?
I found the group and saved them single-handedly.
I did nothing wrong.
Also, she summoned a giant Cthulhu monster and got
No,
shot
no,
with
no.
sodium pentothal.
Let's get this right. Let's get this right. Everyone was going to sleep. Scales wanted to draw octopuses in the
That's not
sand.
right. That's not right.
I know.
Okay. When
Okay.
we saw the people of the Lost Ones, they continue the adventure of being lost on the island where
Yeah.
Stone, Scales, Auntie, and the kid were all marooned and lost to sea. There was a few incidences that happened. To start off, they had gained contact with another large octopus squid thing. They were unsure whether it was flippers or not, but Scales accidentally stabbed it, and it was not happy with it. And after getting some slight revenge, the party had fed this new flippers or old flippers, no one's quite sure, and tried to make up to it. After that, it had left. The group decided to continue with their survival efforts, and whilst some of them were busy working on some stuff, there was a giant fireball heard from the distance, and when people ran back to see what the hell had gone on, they had found the kid with major burns all across the front of his body. The furnace that he was trying to create and set up was not dried out and treated properly, and fumes and stuff ignited and basically exploded in the kid's face. Um, so the situation had changed very rapidly. Rain was also coming in as well, and they were slowly running out of food. Well, not food, but mostly water and stuff like that. The fruit that bore the most liquid that they can consume they had only had a couple more weeks worth at most to survive off of it. So situation was getting dire, but the players had decided to use a one of the or choice cards
The key card.
um, to try to open up an avenue of possible escape slash saving. This continued on until Kestrel had ran into an issue at the docks where two large octopi had basically blockaded, um, the front end of the docks. Kestrel, using rudimentary signaling with the creature, understood that it wanted someone to follow them. And so Kestrel convinced someone to, take him out, and they started following the giant octopi, which took a while because the octopuses didn't seem to be guiding them straight there. They seemed to be kind of wandering and meandering. There was a few times they looped in circles. And after the first 2 days, even the driver of the boat said, "Hey, like this is it. Like we're running out of supplies. And if we can't find them today, we gotta head back." And with a little bit of luck and another choice card, the party had managed to, and Kestrel had managed to both signal and acknowledge each other. And in doing so, Kestrel and the boatsmen had found the rest of the party. They had gathered up the kid, and they gathered up their stuff, and they started heading back. And on the way back, something had reached into the boat and pulled the kid underneath the water. And immediately after, the kid resurfaced, free of all wounds that he had received from the furnace, which begged more questions. But the party pushed on and returned back to the fishing village. After some reprimanding from Gringe about responsibility, and basically giving him the constant "I'm not mad, I'm just disappointed" look, the party had recovered and decided to head back to home to meet with Bill and continue with everything. They got a boat ride back. They met up with Bill, who appraised them of update that craziness is still going on. There's a few more people who went missing around Mining Town. That the other man that they were found with, that had stayed back while everyone went to the fishing village, had also gone missing. And the group decided to sleep at Bill's place for the evening. Bill went to go take care of some stuff real quick, and he promised he'd be back in the morning. And as the party laid down to sleep, someone, Scales, decided to start drawing octopi all along the beach because, as they said, it was an octopus god and that they deserved worship, and all praised the octopus god. And as they were drawing all this stuff, a very unique scene was displayed to them. As they were drawing these iconography of worship in the sand, a large creature, can't really say whether it was an octopus or not. It was dark. It was definitely writhing. So maybe serpentine, maybe octopus-like, but what really was shocking was its size and scale. It seemed to be hundreds of feet tall and hundreds of feet wide, that kind of outstretched across the entirety of the beach. And she saw some eyes on it that did look very strange and alien. And then it also spoke a language to her with a deep booming voice, and upon hearing that, you blacked out, and then the rest of the party woke up. And upon waking up, the party had found under Scales where she had laid was a giant sigil etched into the sand, almost as if someone took like a hot red iron and kind of drew it in the sands because the sand had scorch marks in it, and like it almost seemed where the etching was that the sand was almost turned to glass. And somehow something carved this under scales while she was asleep. And upon revealing this to her allies and freaking the hell out, and even suggesting taking a trip into the void, you know, Bill and everyone tried to calm the situation, and Bill kind of pulled a fast one on Scales and had injected her with a needle, which had calmed her down and put her to sleep. And I believe we ended it with you guys putting her in the back of his truck.
That is correct.
Yes.
Snoo, snoo. Snoo, snoo,
So,
snoo.
you guys are getting into the truck. Bill's like just kind of rubbing the bridges of his nose, like just sighing. You guys help him in the back. He gets in, he starts it up, and he starts heading up the kind of dusty road that kind of goes up kind of northeastish towards the city of Home.
So,
Okay.
what'd you inject her with, Bill?
It's just a sedative.
And you just had that on you?
Yeah, I keep all sorts of stuff in my shack just in case.
Okay, but she's gonna be alright though, right?
I don't know.
He looks very worried for a moment.
He kind of sighs and looks at you. He's like, I mean, you saw her.
I mean, yeah.
I don't know what the hell was going on with that, but maybe Doc can look at her. Maybe she's maybe it's malnourished or something. Maybe
Yeah.
she ate something while you guys were at it. Doc needs to check all of them out anyways, as he kind of points to the rest of them.
Yeah.
I mean, all we ate were just a bunch of bugs, beetles, fruit. I mean, I, for one, welcome our new octopi overlord.
It's not the healthiest diet, Kestrel just says.
Bill just sighs. I don't know. It's too much.
Well, let's hope the doc, granted, knows what he's doing.
Yeah, let's hope. But do you guys have anything you want to discuss? God damn it. I really want to move this token somewhere, but I need to press Alt to do it.
You have to altercate it.
Honey, what did you say? Oh, you don't need a keyboard at all to DM.
I don't use my keyboard at all to DM.
You and I are two different DMs.
Yeah.
But
You're,
theoretically, you don't need it.
I already literally just needed it.
Theoretically.
So,
you're fine, you're fine.
do you guys have anything you want to discuss or anything? Bill's just kind of like gonna be quiet unless anyone wants to engage with him.
I'm unconscious.
So
Yeah.
you have to be quiet.
Yeah, Stone's like, what do you think could have possibly taken these people? How could something steal Pico pets? You said they're energy?
I mean, with the Pico pets, that's I don't know. None of them have returned. We haven't really had any information on that. Dr. Grant's been looking into that, and as far as who's been or the missing people, I mean, I would say the culprit would be your one friend who disappeared, but people were missing before he disappeared.
On the subject of Pico Pex, can I ask him real quick? Boyd, did you remember to grab yours when we left the island?
He holds up his ball.
Okay, good. I didn't want you to actually forget that and I had a Pico Pet return and be
He
stranded.
didn't grab it, but you guys specifically said you guys grabbed all your stuff, so I assumed you also grabbed it.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, we brought very few possessions, and I'm pretty sure that was one of the few things we brought.
I mean, it was so hard to find, like, fire and stuff while we were there.
Your lighter's empty. Yeah, I don't know. I mean, I say the greenskins, but things that they could get in and sneak in and take people without anyone noticing. I mean, our guards may be inept, but they're not that inept.
Yeah, I think that's a little out of their power.
Yeah. And he also said we'd be training for a week, right?
Well, I mean, at least get you guys reset up. I wouldn't want to send you guys out to go investigate anything without any proper equipment, things like that. And I'm at least gonna let the scouts go ahead first,
Mm-hmm.
just to go to the comfortable zones and just do a quick sweep.
So, like, what kind of equipment will we be working with?
That's kind of up to you guys.
Hmm.
I mean, between Granite and Frank, I'm pretty sure they can get you whatever you need.
Because, like, don't get me wrong here. Like, well, I said we're able to keep, handle ourselves. I'm sure you saw the testimony of, like, what we were wearing at the time. That was our standard gear for what we know. So I'm sure you guys have something much different.
We can accommodate. Again, Frank is she's pretty crafty.
Okay.
I suppose that. Well, honestly, I don't know how much good I would be with that kind of equipment. Not exactly the most athletic one here.
I mean, that's Stone there. What Stone?
Well, you and Stone, I assume, Mr. Suentai.
And me.
Yep. Also the kid, but you're not going, kid.
Oh, okay. Yeah, I forgot. Sorry.
It's okay. He's gotta be a good kid and learn.
He's currently just kind of petting Scale's head.
I hope she's not
gonna
gonna
be
want.
okay.
Don't worry, kid. She's probably dreaming about some dogs or something.
Maybe her new octopus lord.
Just a little bit of drool coming out of Scale's mouth.
Oh.
Snuff, snuff.
Snit, snit.
Actually, she's snoring very loudly.
While she's like curled into like a coil or something.
No, just laying on her side.
Doing a snake thing, just rolling up towards the heat. Belly up.
Surprisingly, if you guys are still near her, she's still very warm.
I wonder if she's got a fever.
A fever?
Yeah, because we did say that she kind of felt hot, right?
Kid, kind of like holds her forward and holds his forward. I mean, she's about as warm as me.
We're all probably dehydrated or something.
Yeah. Otherwise, the doc will figure it out.
Bill reaches into his glove compartment, pulls out like a rolled one, and he lights it. He's like, "Yeah, I hope so too."
How's the outside scenery looking like?
It's pretty beautiful. You guys have been driving for a little bit, so the void is on the precipice of almost being gone for the day. And you do see some dark clouds to the south and the west, but that's a real far distance.
So, like, we're not going to talk about the part where she wanted to go into the void.
That was strange, but I assume that was also part of the whole octopus hallucination thing.
Probably.
I mean, she was kind of like not making any sense whatsoever, so that's kind of, yeah.
I mean, I don't know what your guys' world was like, but being surrounded by a giant cage can get to people sometimes.
Has anyone like ever kind of like had that kind of weird feeling, like they want to go into the void like randomly?
I think that's called Wanderlust.
As far as I know, no.
Hmm.
I mean, we've had people get, kind of cagey feeling, but,
Yeah.
With, proper medication and care, they get over it.
Yeah.
I just remember back from my time, you had a lot of people wanting to leave home.
Yeah.
Go make a name for yourself or something like that.
Mhm.
So you also had voids surrounding your homelands?
Not the void part of it, no.
No, not usually.
So, what was the lands like then?
Free, untamed, scary.
Yeah, scary definitely last one. Yeah, very like harsh.
There's stories of things like Tarrasques and orcs and everyone just all throughout the untamed wilds, and
You
a
can
lot of
minus Tarask
adventure.
off that list.
Huh?
You can minus Tarask off that list.
Fair enough.
Tarask is not common knowledge.
Fair enough. That is player knowledge over game knowledge.
Yeah.
Fair enough.
Basically, a
Uh,
lot of stuff that can
giant
kill you outside.
Yeah, I mean, we get biggest thing we had to deal with was greenskins and krakens, but you know, you guys already decimated half of those fears.
To be fair, most adventurers deal with stuff like that.
Yeah.
Usually the first things you write home about.
So it's common practice for people to deal with krakens.
No, Grainskin more. They used to be like infestations. Like, do you have rats here?
Rat?
It's like a small.
I'm
little
just kidding.
rodent.
Yeah, no, we have rat.
Okay.
Yeah, Greenskins used to be all over the place, just like rats throughout, well, everywhere.
Yeah, just like a lot of like dangerous, sometimes pest, sometimes big threats. You know.
Also, like really big, just rats too. That
Yeah,
happens.
also
sometimes.
that, yeah.
From the notes that you had given us, you know, papers also talked about a war. I can only imagine what that must have been like.
Definitely a lot of bloodshed.
Depends on what side you are on. Winning, losing, profiteering.
Also,
Mhm.
now that because I do remember what day it is. Who's engaging with or who's looking at Auntie?
Probably not me, because I'm probably assuming the passenger seat with Bill.
That's what I was assuming as well.
So probably
Stone,
Stone.
are you paying attention to Auntie at all?
Yeah.
Give me a perception check.
Was my skin melting? That 18 on the other die.
Not a high DC. Auntie has like a 5 o'clock shadow, kind of.
Just scratch, scratch, scratch.
Auntie, you notice it as well, since you're scratching.
Huh.
Whoa, you could grow hair on your face?
And Kestrel, you hear that.
Hey, what? He turns around.
I go get.
You finally notice it, yeah, just scruff a little bit around the chin, a little bit on the lip. It's
Auntie
very
kind of has a bit of a flustered moment. Oh,
DM, what would it be to realize that, like, if that was, like, there this whole time since we rescued them, or if it just grew today?
Just judging on the look of it, it looks like new.
Okay. Wow, you grew hair pretty quickly.
You get stranded, things happen. I mean, there's tales of dwarves and stuff, and I don't actually know what I am. Just uneasy laugh.
Yeah, but I'm saying, like, you didn't have that the day before, and now you have it.
We were stranded on the island for a
Couple
bit.
weeks.
That wasn't
Yeah,
that long.
You understand what I'm saying, though? Like, you didn't have it, and now you have it today.
Yeah, it's definitely morning type of stuff.
Yeah.
Poke. Poke. Poke.
I would ask you to refrain from that.
Oh. Like,
And
put
with
the
that,
finger down.
No, no,
oh, I
no.
was gonna go. Is there a barber where we're landing?
You mean at home?
Yes.
I mean, there's the hairstylist, yeah.
We'll make a trip there after the checkup. If
I mean, if that's what you need.
You said we have a week, right?
Yeah, at least. I mean, again, there's no big rush. I don't want to send you guys out to danger, especially with us with a lack of information.
Mm. Oh, we could also just get you a razor there, Auntie.
That'll also work.
If you need a razor, I mean,
If
you
we're
could always
going
just
on-
stop by the general stop.
Okay.
Yeah, probably need to pick up a few supplies, even if we're going to be traveling.
But definitely docks first.
Sounds good to me.
And as you guys finish this conversation, a little bit of time passes, and you guys see that the road starts to shift to more paved, and you guys are starting to see the outer lining of home. You see the buildings and the tall buildings all dotting the landscape. You see the vehicles and stuff, and it's like, oh, home, civilization again, yay!
Home sweet home.
The vehicle pulls in. There's quite a few people who wave at Bill as he passes and stuff like that. And the moment he gets like towards town and like the entryway, like that kind of like somber, just kind of turns into like an obvious fake smile as he's like waving towards everyone. You know, he has an image to uphold. But he slows down a few times to, because people have questions like, "Hey, Bill, what about this?" Just a lot of mundane stuff like, "Oh, Bill, Susie said that she needed some help down at the spring," and he's like, "Okay, yeah, I'll make sure to, talk to, Shania about it," and they'll just continue on. But eventually, he pulls into a little slot right next to the familiar Haas dock. And sitting out in front of the entryway, you guys do see Doc Granite out there.
Hey, Doc.
He's talking to the lady, hears that, like, waves real quick, and he hands her a bag. And she shakes his hand, gives him a light half hug, and turns and starts walking away. And he starts walking over. He's like, "Okay, one's already down.
Kind of need your help here. Yeah, he kind of gets out of the car and Stone might help him out.
Yeah, I got it.
Okay, take her into bed too. The rest of you, and he's like kind of already like examining you guys, like as you guys are picking up scales to take her inside. He's already like, like giving you guys once ups and downs and stuff like that real quick. But you guys make your way into the doc office that you guys originally woke up from. You guys put her down on the bed, and he looks towards the rest of you guys. Okay, each one of you pick a bed, and the kid immediately runs over to the bed that he had the first time. He sits down on it. The rest of you guys?
Did he include me in that grouping?
He said everyone.
Oh, me too?
Oh yeah, definitely.
Okay, he picks a bed.
Yeah, Stone just finds the closest badge you can find.
He goes into a drawer and he
Like
starts
all-
pulling out some syringes, a few vials of stuff, stethoscope, things like that, normal doctor stuff. And he goes up to Scales and he says, "Okay, well she'll be out for, when did you give it to her?" I gave her 50 cc's about, it's been a couple hours now. Okay, so she should probably come out any minute now. Let's see if we can get her up. And he walks over to a drawer, pulls something out. And he walks over to Scales, and you hear like a slight popping sound. And he like kind of gestures something by her face, and you see Scales starting to wake up. And he kind of puts his hand on her chest, like, "Easy, don't thrash around or anything." You're at the hospital, okay? I will let go of you, but you're not gonna move or try to run away or freak out or anything, are you?
Why am I in the hospital?
Everyone's in the hospital. You guys recovered from a very strenuous situation. Doc needs to check you out, so I will check you out.
Okay, I go back to sleep.
I'm gonna make
He
this as
grabs
difficult
you
as
by your
possible.
nose and pulls you up.
Okay.
No, yeah. Upsy daisy. Okay. And he starts looking at your eyes. He pulls out a light. It really wakes you up. This bright light hitting your eyes. Okay, so that's good. And he opens up your mouth, kind of looks at it. Say, stick out your tongue. Okay. And he holds his hand up to your forehead. He's like, ugh. He walks over, pulls out like a kind of like a long cylindrical device, and he's like, open up, put this under your tongue, and then I'll hold it there. He put a thermometer in your mouth. Okay, well that's running. Just stop moving.
Okay.
He goes over to Auntie, repeats part of the process, pulls out a thermometer, gives it to you, and he just does the same thing over and over and over again to all of you, even you, Kestrel. And then once he finishes, he goes back over to Scales, takes the thermometer, pulls it out, checks it, writes it down. Then he proceeds and checks all your guys' thermometers. You can tell like he's used to being able to do like multiple, looks at once.
I don't want to be annoying as a player, but Auntie is being annoying and asking, "What does that do? What are you doing this for? What does this do? What are you checking
He
for?"
is ignoring every single one of your questions.
Just like, "Ooh, what's that? Ooh, what's this?"
And he just kind of loops back around to you, Scales. Your temperature's a little high, nothing feverish. Seems to be going down. And seems like you were a handful. The only reason I think Bill would put you down like that. So why don't you tell me what happened?
What did happen? I drew the octopuses on the beach. Had a crazy dream, nothing of it. Then I woke up and yeah, it was all good.
Okay.
Trust doubt.
Okay. Well, since she's lying, anyone else want to tell me what actually happened?
This girl's just got like a hand to her face, like, oh my god, I can't believe you just said that.
Well, she woke up like on top of like this weird like cylindrical like raft that was like burnt to the sands. Bill, you took a picture, I think you said, right?
Yeah, I gotta still get it posted, but I'll show you it later, Doc.
Yeah, well, basically, she woke up on top of that and said that she saw a giant octopus beastie, and she started like ranting about that, and then she talked about how she wanted to go into the void.
Not into the void, so to speak. It was more around the void, past it, yeah. Like under it or around it, but not through it. Because going through it would kill you, obviously.
The lollipop just got in your mouth.
Ow.
As you're middle of you talking. Okay. Well, and he kind of sits up.
What taste
looks
is a
at the
lollipop?
wall. It's lemon.
Okay.
The best.
He kind of looks at Bill and he goes, I mean, medically she's fine. Slight fever, but nothing to be worried about. I'll give them all the antibiotic injection and stuff and the booster, but I mean, I don't see anything initially wrong with her. Just keep an eye out for her. And he walks over to this one tray, picks up a syringe, and he's like, oh, did you know that your people, there's a molting process. There's a chart right over there about it, and he points to the right.
I look at the chaffin.
There's nothing there, but you feel a sharp pain in your arm.
Ow!
See, that wasn't too bad.
Why do people always do that? If you just asked, I would have allowed it. Next one, are you going to tell me to scream into the ocean and then, you're going to stab me in the back of the neck and I pass out?
You still chuckles at that?
Bill, Doc looks over at Bill. He's like, oh, you really are a good student of mine, aren't you? Bill just kind of smiles. And he just ignores what you said and just moves on to the next patient. You guys.
I like a real doctor, ignoring everything we ask and say.
Yeah. And he continues. You guys each get an injection. In your arm. He
When I
finishes-
get an injection, can I pretend to scream really loud? Just a performance.
Sure.
Yay! I always like doing that at the doctor because I know it might actually accidentally hurt me real bad, but I just like pretending. I'm an asshole, okay?
I mean, no charisma check needed. You scream out.
Ah! Oh, it's fine.
And he continues through. Gets all of you guys injections. Continues writing notes down. And he kind of finishes everything. He's like, "Yeah. If it was me, I would like to keep him for the day. Maybe an IV drink or IV drip for the day. But I mean, just probably fluids, some good nutrition, and probably just keep an eye out for him over the next few days." And he walks over to a white box, these think devices that you guys have learned to call refrigerators, and he pulls out these little kind of pouch things, and he walks over to each of you guys and hooks a straw in it and gives it to you guys, minus Kestrel.
Stone's just like examining it, just like.
Scales is just holding it, inquisitive
Was it?
eye, looking at it, holding it, inquisitive
It's
eye.
not super cold.
Hmm.
It's just cool.
She's just holding it.
Drink up.
Is this gonna, hurt again?
It's gonna what now?
Is this gonna hurt again?
I mean, if you do it wrong, just drink it.
But what will it do?
Stone just slowly drinks it.
Doc literally grabs the drink from your hand, picks it up, puts the straw towards your mouth, say ah,
Ah.
and as soon as you go ah, he puts the straw in your mouth, lifts up your jaw, and he starts squeezing the liquid into your mouth.
What is it?
Do you swallow it?
I taste it first and then swallow it.
Kind of the citrusy flavor to it, not
Okay.
overly sweet, but a little bit of sweetness.
Okay, then yes, just swallow it.
Yes, you just keep squeezing it, not letting her interrupt his process.
This one goes further if you just listen to what the doctor says, Scales.
Yeah, and every time I did that, they stabbed me in the arm.
Well,
Hmm.
not in the arm. And, Bill's not a doctor as far as I'm aware.
I mean, he's right. I've never been officially trained.
That makes it more concerning.
But he gets you guys all those drinks, and you guys have it. It's pretty tasty. Has a weird aftertingy, kind of medicinal kind of after flavor to it. Little subtle flavor of mint and herb. But not bad whatsoever.
Oh, so
Aw.
I made the is it grape flavor steam?
I don't know what that is.
Hey, grape flavor.
I thought it was emergency. That, how.
Well, that's worse.
Sort of. It's kind of like it's kind of like a sports nutrition pack.
Exactly, yeah.
Yeah. But you guys have it. It's enjoyable. And just kind of stands up. So I mean, apart from keeping an eye on them, I mean, I don't know what you want me to say, Bill. And Bill just kind of sighs. He's like, just I'll have you check them one more time before they leave. And
Why are we having all of these checks? I understand the four of us having checks, but why is Kestrel having checks?
well, we want to make sure that he's medically fit to venture out, and those boosters help protect you all from, things that you might run into.
Like disease?
To name one, there's a few diseases, viruses, things like that. That's just gonna help your body fight it off.
I can't believe we just got vaccinated.
Yes, you guys just got vaccinated.
Joke here about autism. I'm not gonna say it, just it's there.
I mean, would you even notice?
I wouldn't, but that's because I have autism.
I think that was a joke.
Anyway, so you guys are finished. Bill kind of sighs, says, "Okay, thanks a lot, Doc. We'll be back before the week's up." And he just kind of nods. He's like, "Yeah, I gotta deal with all this craziness." as he like goes towards the door towards the Pico pet side of stuff.
Please ignore the bike in the background.
But Bill looks towards you all. So let's. You guys said you needed to stop off at the general stop real quick.
Yeah, she needs to get a razor.
Okay.
Or,
Yeah.
5 o'clock shadow, I
Right.
guess.
5 o'clock shadow.
He points to Auntie.
Scratch, scratch, scratch.
Huh.
Someone pokes at it, but you just trying to resist the urge to poke it.
Are you doing that thing like I'm not touching you kind of thing?
Yeah, yeah. Mm-hmm.
Just Auntie, just you may slap it once.
Slap it, you say? Raises a hand.
Poke, poke, poke.
Lowers the hand.
And did you guys want to stop off to get a change of clothes and stuff like that?
Oh, yeah, hang on. We talked to someone about clothes. I'm trying to remember who, Yeah, I'm trying to find the name for it. Yeah, we went to the clothing store. We kind of, like, selected some outfits. Greg. We talked to Greg.
Yeah, I was just wondering, like, did you guys want to get your guys'? Because I know that you guys, for those who were lost, had to sit in those clothes for a few days.
Yeah.
I know you
Yeah.
guys got to change, but did you guys want to drop those off at your place after the general stop to get those washed?
I might need stitches with my clothes.
Yeah,
Yeah.
new clothes would be good.
Okay.
Okay, yeah. Then we'll do that. We'll head over to the general stop, and I'll drop you guys off at your place. You guys can change into one of your spare outfits, and then I can drop the clothes off real quick to the clothing store and pick anything else that you guys have up.
Okay.
Okay, well, let's go then.
Mm-hmm.
And on the way out, Bill reaches in the little bowl and tosses a lollipop to the kid. The kid greedily like rips off the wrapper, throws it in the bin. But you guys make your way out of the Hosdock, make it over to Bill's truck.
I just want the kid and Auntie walking side by side. Just he has a lollipop hanging out of his mouth, and Auntie has a cigarette hanging out of hers.
Oh yeah. But you guys make it over to the general stop. Whatever supplies you guys need, you guys can get it. As far as cigarettes, lighter, razors, anything that you guys need.
All Auntie needs.
All Auntie.
Scales
Well,
is
I mean it, I get it.
Scales is getting a plain paper book and writing utensils.
Okay.
Yeah.
You do so.
And if there's any colouring pen utensils, she'll take those as well.
They actually have this very new pen that just was released. It has 5 colors in one.
Nice.
Is it one of those ones where each color has a little switch?
Yeah, it's the one that
By
has like,
chance,
the slide
is
down
it
switch
was
thingy.
it
Those were
black,
always fun
blue,
to do.
red,
Yeah,
green?
pen.
It is black,
Yeah.
blue, red, green,
I always forget what the
and
fifth one
like a
is.
purple.
I will take it.
But you got that. It's very thick. It's kind of heavy. You know how they are,
Yeah.
like the mid '90s ones.
Oh yeah.
And
It's called Stone. Don't you need a new pair of glasses?
Can I even get those here? Yeah, Stone
That's
says.
rough.
no. I'll send a message to Doc. He can get your stuff set up again.
I guess your thing's prescription, huh?
No. He just he's just the guy we talked to about it.
Okay.
Okay. Yeah, I can do that while you guys are changing.
Let's see.
Okay.
Well, if I could get a book, sketching supplies,
Yeah.
cigarette lighter, all that stuff.
Bill goes in and he just gets a sack of stuff. Guy gives it to
Oh,
him.
yes,
And Bill's
sack of
like,
stuff.
"Oh, thank God." He opens up the bag. You guys can smell it from a distance. You know exactly what it is.
Yeah, can I get one of those?
Oh, Bill like pauses. Can you can you mark down half stipend for next month under Bill? We'll just get, and he looks over at you, Auntie. He's like, we'll get your stuff adjusted. Yeah, just Mark it under mine for now, and we'll restock it and rechange it in the books later. And the guy's like, okay. And he gets another smaller package and gives it to you.
Yay! Talking about half a bag here or a quarter.
It's about like a half ounce.
Awesome. That's more
Mounts,
than
damn.
shooting.
Yeah, it's
That's a good
Bill,
amount.
Bill probably got like 2 ounces.
Fair.
So yeah.
It seems like the surf bumps do that.
Yeah.
Out of curiosity, is there any like octopus? Remember, I don't know, like an octopus on a curb or a small plushy octopus type thing.
No.
Oh, never mind.
Probably make one.
Hmm.
But do you ask for one? Because I'm pretty sure you would have to ask to see if they actually had one.
Actually, yeah, I'll ask for it. Yeah,
Okay.
just be like, hey, do you have anything that resembles an octopus?
No, sorry. And Bill just kind of like looks over at you and kind of narrows his eyes a little bit. That's it.
If you get anything, let me know. Oh, tentacles. No, I like a whole octopus.
I mean, we ate calamari at the other place. Do you want to eat that?
Would that be sacrilege?
Bill just sighs and walks out.
Scales just thinks hard about this. Like,
Don't think too hard, Scales. Kestrel pats her back as they continue.
Yep. She walks out.
What kind of utensils do they are they to a point where they'll have like water mugs, or is it still skins?
I don't. Water
Like-
mugs.
Like a canteen or something to get just while we're on the road?
This is just like think about like a.
No. No. This is like normal day-to-day stuff.
Yeah, this is like
Okay.
CVS or whatever.
Yeah,
it's-
kind of. Yeah.
Oh, CVS.
This is not
Mm.
like a general store D&D style where you're gonna find like adventuring gear.
Yeah.
This is like normal stuff, like almost like a CVS. Like,
Mhm.
Then do
But-
they have pourable mugs? As I'm holding up this mug I got from CVS.
no, they do not.
Fudge. There goes on to carry around sweet tea all the time.
Do you ask about it?
Sure, I'll ask.
Okay. Bill tells you that that's at a different location, something like that.
Okay.
But when you guys go over to Frank's, that's something you can get there.
Okay.
Yeah, so someone just looking around this general store.
Think of a lot of inside stuff. That's kind of what's
Yeah.
Razors and hairbrushes.
soaps, toiletries. Yeah, not slippers.
Hairbands and scrunchies.
Yes,
Pick up a couple of those.
very basic ones, not very stylized.
Why do I feel like Auntie Zone has the most stuff right now?
She does.
I am.
So just looking at hairbrushes, just like
Yes, I'm
Well,
just looking
what
at like
these little
makeup
things are, just-
hairbrushes.
mostly the hairbrushes. Just,
Actually, shit.
No
This probably is
hairbrushes,
makeup here.
just basic combs. You do remember seeing hairbrushes? That was over at the clothing place,
Okay.
or the more bigger, broad brushes and stuff.
Yeah, I'm trying to think of what stuff I can actually get at CVS right now. See what I want.
I have no idea. I'll see whatever
Bigger
shop you're
question:
in
is
is.
there anything you guys need?
Kestrel's just kind of waiting for these guys to finish up.
Because if this is just going to turn into you guys trying to test the DM of what random crap you can get at this random CVS, I'm not going to play that. So, is there anything else you guys need?
I have no idea.
You remember, Tamiki, it's like a prescription drugstore, kind of. Like,
Okay.
It just has a bunch of random health stuff as well as, like, just random shit.
Okay.
I was just about to say sunglasses, but now we get that's covered. Never mind.
I guess like I don't know if it's possible to get like I don't know, cleaning cloths like to clean scale like actual scales or like I don't know above
Scale
cloths.
wax.
Yeah,
Yeah,
I don't know. Is that a thing?
No.
Okay.
beauty products for the scaly kind.
You gotta remember, serpentine creatures tend, like snakes, tend to their skin just takes care of itself.
Yeah.
Yeah, but you still want to moisturize, make sure the layer comes off correctly.
Over moisturizing it can cause all sorts of problems.
Yeah.
She just wants to glisten.
Yeah, and
Just a
that could be
spray
bad.
bottle.
Yeah.
Anyways, so anything else you guys need?
No.
Okay.
I think we got it.
So you guys finish grabbing all the stuff you guys need. Bill takes you guys back out to the truck, and he takes you guys back to your place. He says, so sunglasses, anything else you guys need?
Um,
I'm good. What about you guys?
oh, I have a private request if you don't mind.
Okay.
And she just looks around and just like, go away, guys.
Okay, well, pack the stuff over here, guys.
I'll go freshen up immediately to the bathroom.
Okay.
I will not be here, I guess. She's just
Don't just slides off screen.
Okay.
Get some grinding
It
sound
stays
effects.
right next to the scales.
Hey kid, do you mind placing Peeper's ball like on my bed just in case? And I give him my ball.
I will.
Thank you.
And grabs the ball and just stands there.
Can you do that now?
No, I said I was gonna keep an eye on you. I want to make sure nothing bad happens.
I'll pat him on the head and be like, I'll be fine. I'll be fine. Trust me, I'll be right here.
You'll be right here?
Yeah, and I got Bill looking at me. Ain't that right, Bill?
Yeah. The kid, okay. You see him go inside, goes right to the nearest window, and you can see him peeking and staring at you.
Like, not taking his eyes off her as he walks away.
Basically, yeah.
I just want the second he blinks, Scales is on the floor.
Close enough, close enough. Could you draw that symbol that I was laying on in the book? I want to research it.
I'm not that good of an artist. I need to print it out.
When you print it out, could you give me a copy of it?
You do understand why I don't feel 100% comfortable with me giving this to you. For one, where are you going to research where I wouldn't already have access to?
I
And
mean, you
two,
do have the access.
This
I wanted
whole
to.
situation seemed to cause you a much greater deal of stress than I think you're willing to admit. I think for now, it's best if you leave this subject alone.
No. I just think it's important that we at least figure
I
it
will-
out. Now, let me know, but don't tell the
I will.
others.
Of course.
Okay.
What's your passive insight?
I don't know.
What's your perception, or what's your wisdom?
My wisdom is 9.
Okay. Yeah. It seems like he's all aboard for this.
I just
He
want
wants his
Scales to
back.
turn around, and then he says, "Okay, can everyone but Scales come over to me real quick?"
Yeah. No. I stayed there though, and twiddled my thumbs looking awkward. Like I
Is there
didn't
anything else?
I didn't draw the fin. At least I don't think I drew the fin.
We'll figure it out.
I drew
And he just kinda
octopuses and
ruffles your
that's
hair
it.
A little bit. Just, well, I'll be back.
Okay.
And he just slowly walks over his car, gets in it, and drives
Bye,
off.
Bill.
And kind of his arm sticks out the window and waves. Scales, you turn around and your entire group is just, they're all there right behind you.
Yeah.
I'm kidding.
Bye, Bill.
If that happened, she would have been mad.
They all yell out the window, "Bye, Bill," from different
Exactly,
positions in the
Bye,
house.
Bill.
Okay, so, Auntie, you
Howdy.
said you're going up to the bathroom?
Yes,
To change and get all into new stuff and shave?
essentially. Just
Okay.
some self-care.
You
for a
notice
while.
something as you're changing. Let's
Yeah.
just say the situation downstairs has decided to change. You're looking a little bit more like an uncle than an auntie right now.
Look, I have so many questions, but okay. Auntie just taking care of herself, shaving what is visible.
And I hope you're understanding what I'm saying. You're no longer female.
Guys?
You guys all hear auntie yelling for the bathroom.
Oh, this is a good sign. Walk us over. Yeah?
Things are changing. I thought I was done with this part of my life.
What?
Nothing. Don't worry about it. Just concerns. I'll bring it up later.
Okay.
Most of you guys only heard, guys, concern.
Scales is just gonna like go up. No, she'll go upstairs. I imagine she's walking back upstairs to her room. Here's the thing. It's like, you okay in there? Did the octopus
okay,
lord come?
crack- If I'm decent, I'm going to crack the door open. It's like, hey, have you experienced any changes since you've been here?
No.
Cool. I have questions for the doc later. Immediately go back in the bathroom.
Okay. Continue just to go to bedroom and looks for the peekaboo ball in the bedroom.
It's there.
Okay. I pick up peekaboo ball.
The rest of you guys get into your clothes. You know, you guys get your messed up clothes and survival clothes all kind of gathered up. Auntie, you get nice, freshly shaven. A little distraught on your new discovery, because, I mean, you know how things were just a day ago, but today, not the same. Okay, this is gonna be good. Oh, yes, you have a penis.
Okay.
Thanks for
Yes.
letting him announce.
Well, I got a question. Your vagina is no more. You now have a penis.
For clarification, I said, is this like a hair and percentage change, or is this actual physical change?
Well,
That's
you
what I
said you
said.
were a woman. You were a woman.
You
Stuff has changed
are
downstairs.
now a man.
Player, give me a thumb.
Okay.
Just got it. Thumbs up.
Got it. Any more questions? I don't know if I can be any more clear about this.
No.
Instead of a little arrow, it is not, or a plus sign, it is now a little arrow.
All right, keep moving on.
Okay.
Imagine like this is the conversation she's having in her head.
Yeah.
Essentially.
I was gonna say, Paul, you remember the
imagining-
conversation in regards to the maturity level in this comparison to Cribble? Yeah.
Yeah.
They would have the same probably issue. Yes, but yes, Auntie. No matter how many times you pull up your pants and open them again, it's just yeah.
Just and change. And change. It's not changing.
Yeah. So you guys finished all that stuff. You guys regather downstairs. You guys hear Bill's truck pull up. You guys head back out. Unless you guys wanted to take care of anything else.
Is Kid coming with?
Yes.
Yeah. I stick with Kid.
You guys head out. As soon as you guys get out, Bill hands Stone a new set of pair of glasses. Stout.
Stop!
Moose.
Wait, someone drop scales. Draw mooses in the sand.
Also, those who had clothes ordered, you guys now have the package with the clothes in it.
Yeah.
Yay!
Yay!
Kestrel is like very eagerly. He's like, "Thank you," and then he goes rush to put it on.
But you just changed clothes.
Nope, he's gonna try the new clothes on.
Okay. Those who want to change can change.
Yes. Immediate get changes.
All my clothes were grungy anyway, so I'm sure it looks the same no matter the combination.
Actually, that's a fair point. What clothes was I wearing on the island? Because I completely forgot.
Just standard rough wear.
Okay.
Not super
think you were just-
stylistic, not super custom. It was just
The stuff you got at the store.
yeah, it was just standard clothes. It wasn't anything crazy.
Yeah. I'll get my new dress on then. Yeah.
Wow, my overalls.
And Stone comes out in a very lovely looking black dress.
Nice.
The tops basically in her picture.
Hmm.
You guys do see her picture, right?
No.
Yeah.
Yep.
No.
Just turn on the icons for a second. Or the avatar thingies.
Okay.
I've seen the art plenty of times. I know what I'm saying.
But you guys re-get your stuff on. You guys see Kestrel in a 3-piece suit.
With a hat.
With the hat. Actually, no. No hat. There was no hat with it.
Where's the hat?
Oh, yeah, he said it would probably be a little bit more. He had to wait on some material.
Okay. Still looks good though, I think.
Yeah,
I offer him a beanie.
I rolled for complications, and the only one who got one was Kestrel.
Oh, stiff the bald guy. I see how it is.
I mean, if you need a hat in the meantime, I got a couple, and he reaches in his truck, he pulls out like a boiler hat.
I don't even know what a boy hat looks like.
Is it a bowler hat or a boiler hat?
Boiler hat.
I'm gonna look that up real quick.
I think that's what they're called.
I think bowler hat is it.
It's
Definitely not bowler hat. It's the shit. It kind of looks like. It kind of
The
looks
one
like.
that Mr. Q wears?
Who?
None of you watch James Bond, damn it.
It's a hat.
Okay. No thanks. I'll wait for my hat.
Hold on a second. What was the angel that took over Dean? Dean.
Is it this one?
No, that's not it. Give me a second.
Alright, that's a bowler hat. That's what I'm asking.
And,
I don't even know what a boiler hat is.
I think
Yeah, I was
that's
looking for Google and it says
Yeah.
I didn't recognize it.
It was Michael that did it. And
Yeah.
I'm just seeing the hand
Yeah,
now.
it's like-
Oh, I know what it is. That's like Peaky Blinders hat. Peaky Blinders hat.
Oh, I'll do that. Yeah.
That's
Yeah.
a cap.
Irish cap. Yeah.
Yeah.
Irish cap.
That's a flat
Yeah.
cap.
that one. He
Yeah.
has one of those.
I'll try one of those on. Sure.
Does fit your head too. You and Bill are almost about the same size.
Yeah, those are called flat caps if you're wondering.
Kind of has like a slight weedy smell to it.
Again,
But,
flat
it's
cap.
been sitting in his truck, so it makes sense.
Yeah.
But it fits. It's comfy. It's also slightly worn in too, so it's not super stiff. So there's that little bit of comfort to it.
Those are good hats. Those are hats they just never fit my head.
I'm not a hat person, so I like having my characters wear hats.
Just have a Birmingham
But
accent and you
you
will be
have that
Peaky
now.
Blinders.
Ooh, this is nice. What do you guys think?
Fancy.
I like it.
It
You
looks
go, Kitty.
like he's looking at his toga and going, should I get a hat?"
Do you want a hat?
He shrugs his shoulders. "I've never worn a hat before."
Slides a beanie over to him.
It does not fit the kid. It's like,
Yeah, it's like goes all over his entire face. Like, I don't know if it works.
Just, I'm so proud of him.
no, my hair's too long for that.
Put your hair in a ponytail.
No, I like to do this, and he shakes his head, and the hair just floos from side to side.
He whips his hair
Yeah,
back
but
and
you
forth.
could do that.
Yes, he whips his hair back and forth.
Sure, you could do that, but if you put him in two ponytails, you could spin them twice as fast.
Bill says from the front seat. You guys ready?
Yeah.
Okay, pile in. Let's head over to Frank's.
Before I pile in, I'm gonna twirl in my dress a bit and then go in.
So,
I'm putting my sketch supplies in the front pocket of my overalls. Just whoop, perfect.
Okay. And as you guys get in the car and start driving off, you guys start heading towards kind of like the front way of the town, like away from the city center, like away from the docks, your place, towards like the road that goes out towards Bill. And you guys are driving for just a few minutes before there's kind of a big commotion on the road in and ahead of you guys.
What's that,
Well,
Bill?
I don't know.
Looks
The
up.
gun pulls up, kind of yells out, "Hey, what's going on?" And some people turn and just kind of point in front of them, but you guys can't really see past it. And Bill says, "Hold on a second." He stops the car, gets out.
Mhm.
Do you guys follow?
I poke my head
Uh,
out.
Yeah, I'm gonna say I'm gonna check out what it is.
Ooh! And the kid pops out of the car. So who's staying and who's going?
I'll see.
I will say, from the car, you can't see. There's a crowd.
Okay.
If I can't see from the car, I will go look.
Okay.
I will stay in the car. If I can't see from out of the car.
Wait. You're gonna stay in the car if you can't see out of the car.
So you're saying because you can't see?
You do understand if you leave, you could see, right?
Yeah.
Yeah,
Okay,
He
just-
wants to avoid the situation.
I want to be clear. And the kid
I'm
kinda
trying to
like,
be a good person. He told me to stay in the car, so I am.
Yeah.
I'm staying
Well,
in
he
the
actually
car.
didn't say that.
He didn't say
actually.
stay in the car.
Didn't he?
No.
He did not.
Oh.
He said he's gonna go check that out. That's all he said.
Yeah.
And he stopped the car and.
I gotta be right back anyway, so I'll probably stay in the cart.
Okay. So
Good
Stone
reason,
definitely
maybe.
follows.
Just stone grinding, and she's just T-posing towards it.
No. I'll stay in the car
Um,
when I start doing them octopuses in my book.
Okay. The kid jumps out, sees that you don't move, and then grabs you by your wrist.
Oh, oh,
You're going anyways.
okay. Just 1 minute.
Keep
Let
my eye on you. Are you
He just
resisting?
ragdolled
Okay. Let me just finish this one tentacle. Draws the tentacle. Done.
Pulling you.
Yeah.
It's the kid who's pulling you, and he has the strength of a man. It's not working as that great.
Yeah. But no, I follow.
I'm just
Okay.
imagining like the Half-Life source, like knocking sound. Just
Yeah, kind sorry, Scales, but
I know.
too many people said they
I
keep an eye
know.
on you. The kid is doing it.
Yeah.
He's a good boy.
Yeah. So you guys walk up. Bill is probably the first one who breaks through the crowd, and he's like, "What the?" Followed by Kestrel, then the rest of you guys. And about maybe 90 to 100 feet away, you guys see a very familiar face. It is the man who woke up with you guys,
Okay.
and he is slowly walking down the road
Away or towards.
towards.
Does he look injured in any way?
He looks like he has a slight limp on his with his swagger, and there seems to be something like there's something like on the side of his neck.
Well, what would it be to get a better look at that?
Perception.
1 second.
At least we found one. That's good,
Yeah.
right?
Perception, which is wisdom. Yeah. 11.
It's hard to tell.
Hmm.
Is anyone else gonna look?
I'll take a
I'll take
character.
it.
Give me 1 moment.
10.
7. Yeah.
It's hard to tell. Scales, it almost looks like there's an octopus on his neck.
He has been chosen.
Run out to try to get at the octopus.
I'd be like, I imagine I start running, but I imagine the kid's just holding my arm back or something. I don't know. Yeah, I'd
Well,
pick
actually, was it holding your hand since you had followed over to the line?
Okay. I'll rush over then.
Okay, you guys watch Scales run towards the figure.
I want to see how this plays out.
Scales, you get about 15-ish feet away before you finally, your eyes like kind of like really look. It's not an octopus.
Mhm.
Looks like a series of mushrooms, fungus, growing on the side with the whole surrounding area of his neck turned into a blackness. And as soon as you get close and stop and realize, like, you have this realization,
Mhm.
he lurches very quickly towards you.
Run away and flee.
He touches you.
Okay.
You feel a burning cold sensation in your arm as you start running away. He only does like a quick couple staggers before he slowly starts lurching again. You guys watch as Scales comes running towards you.
Yeah.
Scales,
She's probably
roll me a
just.
Constitution check.
I imagine she's screaming from the
grabbing your
pain as
arm.
well. Yeah.
Yeah.
11.
Okay.
Yeah.
The necrosis does not fully take you,
Okay.
but you guys do watch as this blackness starts spreading up her arm, and these few little tiny little mushrooms start boop, 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 all along her
I just
arm.
stop whipping them out. Just
Someone
like,
get the
no,
doctor.
no, no, this is
You
bad, this is
drop to
bad.
0 HP.
Oh, shit. Okay. Never
She
mind
makes
then.
it about 30 feet before she's like, oh god, this is bad, and just falls down.
So we see that, right?
Yes.
Someone get the doctor.
There's already people running. After this happened, half the people are now screaming and running. Bill looks over to you, Kestrel, and he looks around and he sees one of the guardsmen. Let me pull up the name again because I just completely fucking forgot the name of the guard because that's
Jeff.
so goddamn confusing. No, it's not Jeff. It's Josephine. You guys see Josephine.
Josephine.
And he reaches over and grabs Josephine's weapon, and he just points it towards the man.
Mhm.
Back the fuck away! I don't want to do this. And he looks towards you, Kestrel.
Mhm.
Shit. What do I do? What do I do? What do I do?
Attack it. Come on. Or give it to me here.
Have you ever? He shakes
What
his
is
head
it?
and he points it, and he pulls the trigger.
Mhm.
And with a loud ring, you guys see the man's head, the left side of it, just a whole big chunk missing. The brain matter slipping and dripping out the side of the head. It's not red and fresh looking. It looks like a head that's probably been decomposing for a few days.
Well, that's grody.
And the man still is lurching towards you guys. Bill frantically reloads it and pulls the trigger again. Next shot rings through your ears, Kestrel, and everyone else who's still standing. It hits it right in the chest. He kind of like stumbles, falls to one knee, starts picking itself back up, recocks it again, and boom! Third time, goes right for the neck, kind of like right above the sternum. Falls to the ground and just stops moving. Bill's panting like, the fuck? And he's like, reaches over, grabs this pouch off of Josephine and runs over to Scales. He starts.
Careful not to touch her. It seems
I know.
like
And he reaches in, puts on some gloves, and he pulls out a bottle and he starts just dripping it all over Scales, like all down her arm. It's the same liquid that they poured on you guys when you guys had touched that kind of blackness before.
Yeah.
And he just starts pouring it all over her with the gloves on, just kind of like seeps it through and starts rubbing it around. Shit. Josephine, give him a pair of your gloves. And Josephine reaches. She's stuttering and stammering the whole time, reaches in, pulls out like a whole wad of gloves, like out of her pocket, and just throws it at you, Kestrel. And
Kestrel goes to catch it, yeah.
as soon as it hits you, she turns and flees.
Yeah.
And the kid is like just wide eye right now. and is holding onto your leg, Kestrel, and just like, no, 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 not scales, no, no.
It's okay, kid. We're gonna take care of her. Come on. Stay
Um,
back. Don't touch her. I'm gonna. He puts on the gloves.
Auntie, Moose, what are you guys doing? I don't know if Moose is back.
Moose.
Okay, Stone is just gonna sit there and be silent for now. Auntie, what are you doing?
Keeping distance. I don't want to get in people's way, but being close enough that I'm like, all right, what's going on? What's going on? How can I help?
Yeah, there's kind of just now, just as of right now, there's the man's body who's laying on the ground. About 20 feet in front of that, you guys see Scales with Bill next to her, and then like a good 40 or 50 feet until Kestrel, who's now like frantically putting on gloves and moving forward towards
Auntie, here,
Scales.
come take care of the kid real quick.
Oh, okay.
Just keep an eye on him.
Okay,
And,
immediately clings onto you, Auntie. He's freaking out a little bit.
I'm just gonna be like, just
Is she
try
gonna
and
be okay?
calm
Is she
him.
gonna be okay?
She'll be fine. She'll be fine. Don't worry. Don't worry. We have this under control.
And as of right now, Miki, you can go ahead and log out and
Yay!
go to sleep.
Thank you. Good
Night.
luck, guys. I hope I don't
Night.
die. Hello. Wait. And I'm sorry. I just realized something.
Oh,
I'm
shit!
yes, I'm streaming. Yeah.
God, we're so stupid.
We're good. We're good. I'll be fine. I can stay in and I'll just be quiet. It's cool.
No,
Don't,
I
no,
got
don't
it.
worry about it. It's okay. It's cool.
No, I got it.
Okay.
well, she can just sleep and leave it on.
Yeah.
Then if she fell asleep, the stream would be running all night.
Yeah.
Yeah. 24/7 D&D stream.
Just
Okay,
there.
so what we are going to do is we are going to take the quick 10-minute break right now, while we switch over the stream.
Okay. This will be 1 of 2 parts, guys. See ya.
So go ahead and